Hi, welcome back to First Line, Last Line. I'm your host, Trinity, and today we're going to be taking a look at I'm Still Alive by Kate Alice Marshall, which is one of my most favorite books of all time, like, ever in the history of the world. It's so good. This is really off topic, but I'm listening to Dance Fever by Florence and the Machine, and it's so good. But let's just go ahead and get into the book. The first line of this book is, I'm alone, and the last line is, my name is Jess Cooper, and I'm still alive. I love this book. Yes, I'm going to keep saying that because I love this book. But moving on to the summary, it's Jess's cabin has burned to the ground, the father she was just getting to know is dead, and she's stranded alone in the Canadian wilderness. But she's alive, for now. With only her father's dog for company, Jess forages and hunts for food, builds shelter, and schemes how to find her way back to civilization. And though the wild is an unforgiving place filled with unknown dangers and setbacks, one thing compels Jess to survive. She knows who killed her father, and she won't rest until she gets her revenge. This book is written in a journal, diary-like format, which I love. It's definitely my favorite, style of writing, format, whatever. It's just so good. This book is like Hatchet, if Hatchet was good. Here's the summary of the book from Jess's perspective, which is on the first page. It reads, there are two beginnings to the story. One of them is on a tarmac in Alaska, and the other standing on a lake shore with rain falling on me like mist, the cabin's timbers smoldering, sullen, and red. I'll tell you both stories, what happened before my father died and what happened after. And when I'm done, or when I'm too weak to write anymore, I'll leave this notebook where the cabin was. If someone comes looking for us, for me, maybe they'll find it. So if you're reading this, I'm probably dead. But for a while, I survived. My name is Jess Cooper, and I'm still alive. I love this book. Yes, I'm going to keep saying it. It's just so good. It's also written in before and after, formats. The before, like I just said, is before her father died, but it eventually catches up to the after, so it doesn't keep going back and forth between, through the whole book. In my eyes, this book is a 5 out of 5. There's no romance or anything, which I hate in survival type stories like these. And like I mentioned before, it's written in a diary journal format, which I love. One of my other favorite books is The Bunker Diary, which is written in diary format. And it's so good, but also devastating. I've only read it once because it's just, it wrecked me the first time. I don't think I need to read it again. But back to I Am Still Alive though. This is kind of a spoiler, but it's just a warning as well. There's a lot of animal death in this book because she's in the wilderness surviving, so she needs to, get food. But there's also a major animal death. If you know, you know. I don't want to say it, but you can look it up. But Jess, I think she's a vegetarian or vegan, one of the two, and she has a lot of moral, conflict about killing animals to survive, but she knows that she has to do it to survive. So, yeah. And Jess is also disabled. She was in a car accident that killed her mom, and her leg is messed up from that. So it's super cool to have a disabled female character lead that doesn't make their disability make them weaker than other people, if that makes sense. But anyways, survival story type books, games, TV shows, movies, they're my jam. I love them. I love The Long Dark, which is an open-ended game set in the Canadian wilderness. It's amazing. I've been playing it for a long time. It's amazing. The Wilds on Amazon Prime, amazing. Yellow Jackets on Showtime, it's great. I love me some good survival storylines. But getting back on track, this book has a great rereadability factor. I'll read it any day, anytime. It's just that good. But that's about it though. Next week I'm going to talk about the book My Name is Venus Black by Heather Lloyd. It's super good, but that's for next week. Remember that there's a form you can fill out to suggest books for me to read. It's linked in the description. Remember to like and rate this podcast, and have a good week, and I'll see you all Tuesday. Goodbye.